Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, you join us for round 4 of the DTR IMSA 2025, powered by Robio.ai. And as you can see in the background there, the first of the races this evening will be a 20-minute sprint race, the MX-5 Cup Support Series. This one is also a series finale too, so this is going to be the last one in the series. Evening, Richie. Nice to have you here, mate. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, so this is the series finale. 3 races in this one, so there's 3 races in the MX-5 Cup Series. So this is the final one this evening at Atlanta. Great little track this. Really enjoy it. A lot of fun. So yeah, these mad little cars. 130 horsepower. Wow, that was a lot of height there. I'm sure I saw a jump. Anyway, yeah, so yeah. So let's have a little run through. Let's see. So yeah, let's just have a quick little run through. So we've got Chad in with us this evening. He is taking the position of Tyson this evening. So Tyson, unfortunately, not feeling too well. So yeah, he's missing out with this one. So Chad is taking his place. It'll be in Pro-Am, but yeah, everyone's pretty much on a fairly equal footing to a certain degree. So it will be a nice little race. Should be a lot of fun. Got Daiko obviously just in front there. Let's have a look. We've got Hippie, Jasmine, and Jasmine is taking the position of Bullet Masher, who again unfortunately couldn't make it this evening. So yeah. Yeah, I thought it jumped. Yeah, absolutely. But yes, but yeah, Jasmine took place for Bullet Masher for this evening's race. So excellent stuff. Thank you very much, Jasmine, as well for popping in. Got Rosberg in the chat as well. Lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Robbo, indeed. And Tyson joining us in the chat too. So excellent stuff. Nice to have you here. Nice to have some company. And we will give it some viewing time indeed. And then we have the P1R, the Project One Racing Antivist, aka Tom. So yep, he's in with us this evening. There we go. Rocking the Mazda, the 787 livery there, looking great. Number 66, super stuff, really cool. And we've got Mujolina in the chat, evening Mujolina, and I think yeah, Mujolina, yeah, nice to have you here, mate. Thank you for joining us. Coming back in there, so Rosberg, Mujolina, there we are, on track as well. Just about to enter the track and get some warm-up laps as the qualifying will start in roughly 5 minutes. Nick giving us the info there for which will be in about 5 minutes time. Excellent stuff. Kieran just waiting for Mujolina to come through there. We also have Nick coming out as well, and Nick in the chat as well. Lovely. Welcome, Nick. Good to have you here, mate. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's unfortunate, obviously, you're not too well tonight, mate, but we hope that, well, this afternoon for you, I'm guessing morning, afternoon, but yeah, I hope you're feeling a little bit better soon, mate. Really do. Hopefully it's just some short term. There's Simon, evening, Simon! Nice to have you in, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're a few minutes away from qualifying. There's Nick with number 44 there. We've got Daiko. Number 6, we've got Yari as well. The series is powered by Robio.ai. DTR Yari. We then have Magdalena. Rosberg still in cars, is still sitting in the pits at the moment in his Iron Dames livery. Jasmine's still sitting in the pits as well. All these guys. Peter as well is there, so nice to see Peter here too. I believe Hippie 14th and Chad. So we've got the full grid for the finale, the series finale of the MX-5s. Full grid this evening, so that's really nice. Good to see. I shall give you a quick little rundown. Let me just get the usual bits and bobs. And Sayo as well. I'll give Sayo a little bit of time. Welcome in. Nice to have you in the chat as well. Super Stuff. So let's have a look. Let's have a little look here now. So yeah, I won't be able to give you the final scores as such. We'll probably do that next. When we do round 5, I can update you with the final standings with the MX-5 Cup Series. So it won't be given tonight. But yeah, we'll get that sorted out all in good time. But yeah, let's just have a look at whoops, there we go, wrong bit. So just to give you a rough idea then of the standings at the moment, the MX-5 Cup. So in the Pro-Am standings, we have at the moment Cars is in the lead. So he's in P1 at the moment. We then have Peter in P2. Tyson obviously can't make it this evening, unfortunately, but he'll still keep his 2 scores at the moment, so he could still maintain 3rd place. It depends what others do. We've got Leclerc and we've got Simon Pyman, and yes, we've got Simon, yeah. So yeah, so Tyson currently in 3rd, Leclerc in 4th, Simon Pyman in 5th, Ray Racer in 6th, Muggelina in 7th, Bullet Masher in 8th place. So should be interesting this evening. 100%. Daiko, welcome, mate. Nice to have you in the chat. Hippie, Hippie's joined us too. Yep. Why not? Listen to my dulcet tones as you yeah, no worries, Chad. Yeah, lovely stuff. But yeah, why not? You're racing, you might as well enjoy it, and I'll do my best to sort of give you. Oh, there's only 1 minute to go, so let me just quickly pop to the pro standings as well for the MX-5 Cup. Currently, Cyanotica leads that. So Cyanotica is P1 with Project One Racing Tom in P2. Kieran is 3rd. We have Nick in 4th, Yari in 5th, Itkinen in 6th, Rosberg in 7th, and Hippie in 8th at the moment. So, but still a bit to play for, because it's your best 2 scores that count at the end. So still a bit to play for. So everything can still change around a little bit. So it's all plays for this evening. Depends what everyone puts in. There's points obviously for first in class as well. So you get to P1, P2 and P3 for qualifying also receive points, and those points are then added to your race points at the end and go towards your totals. Like I say, your final 2 count at the end of the series, so you get to drop your slowest one, or if you miss a race, then you also get to that doesn't hurt you so much. So if you miss a race accidentally, it won't hurt you so much. So as you can see, it looks like it's okay. It's about to start qualifying, and here we go. So yeah, we'll need to sit on with someone. Pro-Am goes out first, as always, and they get 5 minutes, basically an out lap and 2 flying laps, and then we'll have. Let's get on. There we go. Let's get on board. That's it. Let's get on board with Peter. FM 78, one of our long-standing drivers. So yeah, And this is the early morning start on this one as well. So it's an early morning start. Essentially, we almost cover a whole day. But yeah, so it's an early morning start to this race. So hence all the cars have got their lights on. It looks quite nice actually. It looks quite pretty. I like it. I do like it. So all the pro-ams have come out first. Display race info, yeah. But we won't. Yeah, I'll go for display race info, and then let me put that in there. I know they're almost going to be close to going out on their big lap. Oh, I wish I could do this a little bit quicker, guys. I'm very sorry. There we go, right at 5 ends. There we are. Beautiful. Okay, and a little smiley face. No, actually, sorry. I did put this in, but there we go. Okay, we will get there, we will get there. So they're on lap 2s at the moment. Angelina. Let's see what time they can put in at this point. Coming through. I will let the drivers know when they're out on the track, so I will post a message to let you all know, the pro drivers, when they can go out on track. Okay, so I will post a message to you. It is in there. Magdalena with a 143. We've got Peter with a 142.5. We've got Chad with a 143.5. Tycho coming in next. Let's see. Okay, 143, but 0.6. Yeah. Ian 140.9, so sub 140, and Simon also with a 140.5. So these two really have found a little bit of form early on. They've now got this lap to try and put a little bit more pressure on themselves or on the others and bring that through. Right, so let me just put pro out now. There we go. So let's see what happens now. So we've still got Simon. Okay, a little incident there by the looks of it. And the pros are also out on track, so this will be the last flying lap for the Pro-Am drivers. See if Simon can improve. Oh, that might be a penalty there, that might be a slight cut. No? Oh, okay. So has he managed to improve his time at all? Let's have a look. No, it's a 141.17. Ian, has he improved? Oh, yeah, he improved his time. Still P2 at the moment. Peter, and then, oh, okay, Peter's 3.155 behind. Daiko is 3.5 behind. Magdalena's 4.35 behind. And then we come out to the Pro-Am, to the Pro drivers, sorry. You've got Yari. Currently, okay, so Yari's on his second lap at the moment, so he'll be pitting in at the end of this one. Rosberg. Okay. Jasmine. Yeah, Jasmine is in the Pro-Am, so we've got Kieran. Nick going round, so he started his second lap. Tom also starting his second lap. Sayo still on out lap at the moment, so Sayo might not quite make, might do, might just about make it, might just about make the two flying laps. Fastest lap currently by Chad at the moment of a 138.4, so that's very quick indeed. Yeah, it's just his points don't count tonight, Daiko. So here's Don. Don. How are you, mate? Nice to have you in the chat, buddy. Super stuff. Yeah, so he's in the Pro-Am, but he's not scoring any points this evening, so he's racing with us as a guest driver this evening. So, yep, so there we are, Yari. 141, and we've got Rosberg. Let's see, coming down and through. 37, 38, 39, 40.2. Okay, P2 behind Chad. Ooh, okay, Simon Pyman now. Okay, we've got Yari coming through. Yari should be finished now. Give up. So Nick starting his third lap. There's 143. Sayo. Oh, 2.5 second penalty at the moment, but yeah, you're looking to shake that off. There we go, it's gone. Go. And Sayo will get a third lap in, which is good news, so excellent stuff. Nice clean lines through there, just taking up a little bit of curbing. Let's see. 35, 36, 37. Yari with 141.158 in the end. 142. So moves up into 10th position on the grid. Rosberg still in P2. Nick in P9 at the moment. It's a great fun little car, this, and it's a little bit of an equaliser, really. It really is. And Rosberg with 139, so yeah, Rosberg definitely wanting to get on towards the pole position there. He'll have pole anyway, so it doesn't really matter. As I say, Chad's just unlucky, 36.1 at the moment, so could be on for a 140 to 141 maybe. Nice bit of sideways action there from Sayo coming up to the tight right hander, down to sort of 50 to 60 through here. All using mediums tonight, so racing medium tyres, that's the only tyres that are used. Kieran up into P3. Let's have a quick look on. There we go, Kieran. Carrying a 1 second penalty there, so that won't really matter too much. That's scraps. Nick 140.235 as well, so yeah. Yep, I know, yes, I know, everyone knows, everybody knows. Second season, we know it's 1 flying lap and 2 flying laps, that's what we know it. 1 out lap, 2 flying laps. Nothing changes, all the same. So we got Cheddar P1, Rosberg P2, Kieran P3. No quicker time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So that's fine. Yeah, same here. Yes, I do too. I do. I wish that too. Always the same. 1 out lap, 2 flying laps. So anyway, right, let's have a look. So here we go, and I just got to do a couple of little saves there as well. So we have in P1 Chad, who would normally be in the pro lobby anyway, so yeah, he's in P1, 138. Rosberg in P2 with a 139. Kieran in P3 with a 140. And Nick also with a 140 in P4. P5 is Sayo. P6 is Simon, he's the highest of the Pro-Am drivers. P7 is Ian, who's P2 in the Pro-Am drivers. And then we have Yari, who's Pro in P8. Things won't really affect too much in terms of points. Let's have a look. P9 is Peter, Pro-Am. P10 is Daiko. And then we have P11, Mujalina. P12 is Yasmin. And then P13 is Tom Antivist. And then we have P14 is Hippie. So there we go. Both not posting a time, so whether they picked up penalties or sat out, I'm not sure, but how we'll see how it goes. But yep, welcome in. We have the pub in there as well, so yep, welcome in, howdy. There we are, so I'll just take a little shot on that as well. So there we go. Qualifying has finished, so we will look at... Again, I'll leave it on this screen until the race starts. The race will start at 8 o'clock, there or thereabouts. So, yeah, everyone will need to be ready for that to begin. Yeah, so you can see the times there. There's a lot of 140s, as you can see. So it's a pretty tight grid, realistically. So, and I know everyone, we've practiced, obviously, so I know what everyone's capable of as well. So, yeah, let's see. Obviously, the time of day makes a little bit of a difference to the grip, but that will proceed. I'll get a little bit, as the time goes by, the sun will come up, the track will warm up a little bit too. So let's see how it goes. Super stuff. Okay. All right. There we are, so almost about to start the race. And here it goes. Here we are. The race has started, the series finale, the MX-5 Cup. Kieran being positive there. He'll bin it. Get some race info on, but not all of it. So here we go, rolling start. We already know it's racing medium tyres. There's no strat in this. It's just a straight out sprint. So we don't need to see all the other HUD information. We can just, yep, see the standings, lap times. So here we go. And off we go. So it'll be interesting to see. Normally you get a little bit of the downslope going through. So we've got Chad, Rosberg, Kieran, Nick. You see a little bit of a few coming close. Taking it nice easy. Shockey! Welcome in, Shockey. Nice to have you in, my man. Nice to have you in. joining us just in time at the start of the race. The MX-5 Cup. Robbo in P2, so yeah. Chad in P1, Kieran in P3. Slow Nick in P4, Sayo P5. So at the moment it's sort of staying as started at the moment. So nice and clean through air, everyone by the looks of things. So it's all rather nice in lines. Oh, and Chad has a half second. There's a little bit of overtaking move going from Nick to Kieran. Trying to go up through on the inside. Just manages it, but Sayo takes opportunity as well. And manages to get through, but Nick could come back. It's a little bit of a long one there. Wow, Nick does go through. Sayo taking a little bit of width there, so just dropping back down perhaps to P5 again. So yeah, these three are having a light little battle at the moment. Chad just burning off his penalty. Rosberg goes into P1 as they approach the left-hander elongated S here. Kieran coming through on the inside of Nick. Slight little tap, but eases off to allow Kieran a chance to get himself back together. Sayo right on the tail. Oof, this is going to be tight. Going to be tight. Oh, well done everybody. Well done, well done. All got through unscathed. Kieran sporting the same livery as Simon Pyman, and Simon Pyman is joining in as well, so he's in P6. Looks like he wants a bit of the action too. It's crazy with these cars because the momentum is so important. Once you lose that little bit of momentum, you can lose 3 positions like very quickly. It's all about keeping that momentum. These three are having a right battle royal at the moment. Sayo still with Nick. Oh, that was close. I wonder if Sayo picked up anything there. Might be lucky. Purple sector going through. And just going back here now, we've got Kieran. Yari, very close attention. Half a second also to Ian at the moment, but he's got a bit of a gap, so he might be able to... Yari spins off. Did Ian feel he made contact? He might have. I know the connection's a bit tricky. Burning that off, so yeah, it could be the case. Yari P14 rejoining. Very difficult sometimes, but yeah, he's rejoined. Back in. Let's see. Ian waiting up. Oh, he probably feels a bit responsible for that. Magdalena on P12. Oh, that might have been a cut. He might have got away with it. Let's have a look. Let's see. Looks like he's been okay. Okay, yeah. Excellent. So keeping that going. Hippie just in front in P11. Jasmine in P10. In the Jasmine livery. Coming through. Hippie making a move through there. And then we have Tom. Tom not too far away from Peter now, and Peter has a half-second penalty, so it's possible that Tom might just move through. Tom is in the Pro. Project 1 Racing coming through. He's going to take it wide. It won't make much consequence to Peter's race as such, because Peter's in Pro-Am, and the Pro-Am drivers score different points to the Pro, so they both get their own individual points. So Pro-Ams get their spoils, and also the Pros get their spoils. So Tom there, right with Dyko. Go back up to it. So Chad at his P6 now, so Chad might have had an issue. Possibly. So easy to sort of just get something a little bit wrong on this track, and they can be a little bit twitchy. Before you know it, you can lose a bit of time. Nick. Oh, these three are these three are right together, and they're not far away from Simon Pyman now in P2. And this is leaving 3-second gap now to Robbo, so Robbo out in front. He's got the gap, he's in the pro. Simon Pyman. Sio P3. Kieran in P4, this is where it's all happening at the moment. Ooh, okay, picking up a little bit of dirt there. But keeping a good line, Oh, Simon. Look at this is brilliant to watch now. Nick just behind, and Simon has picked up that half-second penalty. I thought he might have just overdone the white line there. It's really unfortunate, so easy coming down through that downhill section of S's. So easy to sort of just slightly overrun your line and pick up that half-second penalty, and he's done that there. But Sio using the slip till the very last second before you pull out, as Simon burns off his penalty. Kieran now will take a little bit of the slip as well, and then we'll come through as well, so up into P3. But Simon Pyman in P4 at the moment. That's an excellent place at the moment. Very good. Nick in P5. As the sun is rising a little bit more now. And Chad is managing to catch up a little bit now, so he's had a great lap, that last lap at a 1:39.747. Not quite as quick as Tom though, so Tom at the moment is running at a 1:39.4 in race. So you'll hear the squeals of the tyres, and sometimes it sounds as if somebody's going off. It's just purely down to the fact that, yeah, you're extracting 110% out of these cars. Everyone's pushing and trying to get as much out of them as they can, and those tyres are hanging on for dear life. 100%. So Nick then just with Simon now, so Simon just losing a little bit of time to Kieran in front. Like I say, the momentum is so important. Really is. Minimal inputs with regards to braking and everything else. It's just sort of just trying to keep everything balanced. This is yeah, okay, this is going to be interesting. So, yeah. We have a battle here. Nick, Chad and Simon, and Chad might be also trying to go up on the inside of Nick to take P4. Will he make it? Oh. Together, just pulling out a little bit, bites of time, maybe looking towards coming through now on the inside here. Does. P4, P5 and P6, you see that little bit of momentum, just the rotation of drivers, the rotation of these three is incredible. That momentum makes such a lot of difference, and if you lose it slightly, suddenly two cars can go by you, and then if one of those two lose a little bit of it's a great race from Simon. P5 at the moment, so yeah, he's doing really well. He's top in the Pro-Am at the moment, top placed Pro-Am driver, so yeah, and he's up with the pros. He definitely is up with the pros, absolutely 100%. Oh, that didn't sound so good. What was that? So Rosberg is through okay, Sio is okay in P2, only a second behind now, so I think Robbo might have had an incident there. So Sio is a bit on the chase now. These guys are in the pro. Sio and Kieran, they're not far away from each other really. I mean, Kieran's only 1.7 seconds down from Robbo, from Rosberg too. So Chad now just 2.8 seconds adrift from Kieran, 4.5 from the leader. But Simon Pyman using the slip brilliantly. He's getting the best out of this, really is. He's having fun with these. Ah, cool. Thank you, Richie. Thank you for the update. There you go, chat. So you all know. So if you don't know, we're also eagerly watching, or I say watching, but obviously we have Dream Team Racing's DTR deck in the Gran Turismo World Series this evening as well. Did the first race. I think he's got a P5, I believe. So he's gone for a second race now. And he's P1 P1 after qualifying, I believe, so he'll be starting the race in P1. Keeping our fingers crossed for your deck. Keeping his fingers crossed for you. 100%. Hope it all goes well. Thank you for the update. Keep us updated with that, Richie, as well, if you like. That'd be much appreciated. We've got... we'll be here for quite a while, I know that, with the MX-5. So, yeah. Oh, it's getting close. Nick and Tom. Tom is right with Nick. Nick doing really well. Really well to hold on to P6. Fantastic. But you can see now, the pros are 1 to 8 and Simon in P4. So, the odd one out. It's a great drive from Simon. Really is. Superb. Chad just behind Simon now. Nick, look how close these guys are, you see. And look where Nick is only 4 seconds behind from Rosberg. This is how close the field is. After 7 laps. After 7 laps, it's just 4 seconds from P6. And even when you look at Tom, it's 4 seconds. 6 seconds with hippies. 5 seconds with hippies. So that's how close it is. Between P1, you saw Sayo go for the move on the inside of Robbo there. And we saw Tom go for the move with Nick. Great. And here we go, Simon defending now. I think Simon's definitely trying to defend this. Desperately trying to defend this. Technically, Chad is in the Pro-Am as such. He is a pro driver, but he's racing tonight, as Tyson couldn't race with us. But in fairness to the scores and everything else, he... Oh, careful, careful, careful. Oh, Tom! Oh, well, what the heck? I'm sure he hit grass. Yeah, goes off. No, Chad has slid off, slid off, slid off. Oh, go off. Goes into the right time there. Now Dyko coming through. When it says overtaken prohibited, it only means you can't overtake a car that you're currently battling with, and it doesn't mean that you don't overtake the car that's span out or had the incident. So that's what that means. So it allows everyone to take it. Yes, yeah. It is, yeah. Yeah, I think you just got that little bit of a twist. It's so easy to get that going up through there, isn't it? Up through the hill. As you go up to that left-hander and then the right-hander, it's a very tight little section, and you just got to time it just right, and you can quite easily, that back end can slip out if you get the braking just wrong. And the back end slides, and then away you go. You're going to lose that back end, and I think that's what happened with Chad there, unfortunately. Making great ground as well, so he was making himself back up with the guys at the front too. So really unfortunate that happened at the wrong time, really. 8 laps down, 13 minutes in, so we've still got 6 minutes, so still a bit of time yet. Simon in P3 is spaced out a little touch. Kieran now in P2, so okay, so we've got Simon in P1. Kieran in P2, Simon in P3. Nick P4. Tom in P5. I've missed what happened to Rosberg as well by the looks of things. Hippie. Yeah, he zigged and he should have said. Absolutely. Hippie P6. Chad there. So we have Dyko. Oh, and I did this do another one? I think so. Oh man. Oh, and look at the times. I mean, a 1:38.8 as well. So yeah, I mean, he's got the pace. It's 38s and 39s. He's super quick around here. He really is super quick. Just those odd little moments where you just, if you just take a little bit too much tarmac and you touch that grass, you get the wrong side of the curbing. Even on the curbing, it can twist you a little bit too. So you have to be really careful with this. Those tyres will grip that curbing a little bit, and sometimes too much when you're in one of these. It's unlucky. Muggelina P12, Ian in P11, having waited up for Yari. Great sportsmanship there. I know Ian would have waited, even if he wasn't 100% sure, he still would have waited. Great sportsmanship from Ian there. And still up into P11. Yari in P10 at the moment. Then we have Peter in P9. Rosberg in P8. Dyko in P7. Nick in P6. Tom now up to P5. So yeah, Rosberg must have had an incident which slipped him down. He was running at P2. He was P1 for the first quite a few laps and then went P2 after about lap 6. He slipped down. He must have had an incident somewhere, so he's down at P8 at the moment. But Tom and Nick both having a battle. Is Nick still okay? No, I had a feeling he might have gone a bit wide. Quick, get back on track, Nick. Get that dirt off the tyres. Dyko, yeah, you're okay, I think. Dyko in P7. Yeah, and that's why you've caught up with Nick. He had an off on turn 1. And a half-second penalty as well. So all three have a half-second penalty here. Oh, word. So they're all going to burn off a half-second penalty. Will that bring Peter? Now, Peter's got to be looking at this thinking, oh, Peter's also managed to pick up a half-second penalty too. So, oh, that's such a shame. We would have had a chance to pick up, maybe even pick up 1 or 2 positions there. So, oh, crikey, all with red numbers above their sun visors. Such a shame. Okay, and we have Yari in P10. Cars in P11 still chasing each other, these two still keeping it close. Nice little battle between the two of them. Michelina 10 seconds adrift. But yeah, still all you got to do, you've got to keep it on that tarmac. That's the important part. Chad with a half-second penalty. There we go. I'll burn that off now. Which Michelina will continue in P12, and then we have Jasmine in P14 just taking off the penalty as well. But well done, Jasmine. Hasn't had much practice with this car, I know. So doing brilliantly well. When you're using a brand new car that you're not really used to, it does take a little bit of getting used to, especially this MX-5. It's a lot of fun when you master it. You can have an awful lot of fun with it. Super stuff. There we go. Okay, so we'll go back through now. So let's run back through. We've got Sayo in P1, 138.1. I think I've said Sayo in P1 quite a few times in the MX-5s this series. Yeah, excellent livery as well. Very nice livery. Kieran in P2, so just 2 seconds behind still. So, and it's quite easy. If you only need to pick up one, like the odd penalty here and there, and suddenly that time can come back. But yeah, and Kieran in P2. Hippie in P3. So Hippie's steady progress. It's just nice steady progress, and a 138.8 there as well, and 138.161 as well. So has posted nearly the fastest laps as well. So excellent speed, excellent pace. Excellent pace from Hippie. Tom has made his way up as well through, even with the off that he had on a previous lap, he managed to maintain it a little bit, so he's still managed to keep himself in P4, just 2.5 seconds adrift of Hippie. And Simon, the highest Pro-Am driver, highest placed Pro-Am driver at the moment as well, in P5, just 2.8 seconds down from Tom. So yep, definitely be looking to try and keep that position, maybe try and keep the pressure on Tom a little bit if he can, but most importantly, he knows he's in P1 in the Pro-Am class. He's got 11 seconds distance between himself and then Robbo, who's in the Pro, Nicky, who's in the Pro, and Dyko. So he's got a good distance away, so he can possibly think about, well, the most important thing to do is just to focus on braking, lines, and keeping it nice and steady. Robbo led the race, I believe, for 6 laps, then went to second for a couple of laps, and then had an off. I can only imagine he must have had an off somewhere, and dropped right the way down the grid to around about P8 or P9, I think, but managed to steadily just get himself back up again, P6, and then we're trying to chase up, and we're trying to catch up with something. It's the final lap, so let's get to Sayo then, flashing the lights. Over the grid, there you go. Kieran with P2, Tom with P3, Hippie P4. So Hippie must have made a little bit of an error there. P5, Simon Pyman, fantastic drive from Simon. And Robbo P6, he's beeping his horn there in celebration. He knows it could have been more, but hey, he managed to get back, managed to pull himself back in. We get P6 Dyko with the customary spinny spinners, and then we have Ian coming through just from Peter in P9. Chad coming round, giving some slidey slide there as well. Yeah, you go, Peter and Yari must have had an off at some point, I believe. So yeah, in the last lap must have had a bit of an off. But these cars are so much fun to drive. And there we are. Yeah, absolutely, GG's. Yeah, it was great. Great. Yeah, absolutely, Dyko, P2. Yes, it is Sayo. I think you might have had it before this race anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much sealed the deal, as they'd say. But there we are, victory, Sayo, clean race. And there we are. 5. Ah, that's what cost you. I wondered what happened. So yeah, that makes sense now. So let's have a look at the results then, the final results then, everybody. So we have Sayo finishing P1 in the Pro, from Kieran in P2, Tom in P3, just managing to get in front of Hippie, who set the fastest lap, 137.9 Hippie. What the heck, mate? That's incredible. That's incredible. Brilliant, brilliant. But yeah, Tom, so Tom managed to benefit from the penalty that Hippie, the half-second penalty that Hippie caught. Unfortunately, Hippie P4. Simon Pyman, P1 in the Pro-Am. Excellent drive, Simon. Brilliant stuff. I bet you'll be hoping for a single make race next year with the road stuff. Rosberg in P6. Dyko in the Pro. Dyko in P7 in Pro-Am, so a P2 there, and Ian P3 in the Pro-Am. Excellent stuff. Yeah, absolutely. That was an excellent result, Simon. Brilliant stuff. Peter with P9, so P4 in the Pro-Am. Chad P10, and then we had Yari in P11, Mujolina in P12, Yasmin in P13, and Nick in P14. Unfortunately had the off, I think, and yeah, sort of went a little bit harsh after that. I think it's tricky when it starts to go a bit bad. So he was really unlucky on that one. But yep, let me just take a little save on that one too. So we've got that saved. Brilliant stuff. So fantastic. That was superb. I'll take a little. Okay, so we've changed already. Okay, I didn't get to change. Didn't get to save the replay, but yeah, hopefully somebody else did. There we go. So yeah, let me just post some informations. Absolutely, Nick. Well, I think this is the last. This will be the last series we use them. So yeah, that will be the last series we use the MX-5s. We will do something with them, I think, but yeah, it might be slightly different. But the IMSA next year, if we run the IMSA 2026, then we might just slightly change it a little bit. And perhaps it'll be more user-friendly, but we'll have to see. But yeah, so no worries on that. But great stuff. Great stuff, great racing. And now we'll have a quick spectator of who's out, so we can see who's driving what. And let me just post for the qualifying scenario. So it seemed to be 1 out lap, then 2 flying, and then return to pits. And then we have Pro out at let me just place that in there. Out that. Then 2 flying laps. although you probably won't even get to do that. So let's just post that in anyway, so everyone's aware. There we go. So it's 10 minutes of qualifying. Unfortunately, it's a private lobby. So, registered drivers only. So let me do that bit. Simon Kieran in the Lamborghini. In the Porsche, the Iron Dames Porsche. Number 26. And then we have Muggelina in the AMG. Very nice, look at that. I believe that's a Dyco special. Indeed, I think that's a DTR Dyco special livery there. Looking very good indeed. And then we have Dyco, also sporting the livery. Both on the same team, I guess. There we are. Oh, well saved, well saved. I thought barrier was coming there. And then we have Tom, who's also sporting an Iron Dames livery. Project One Racing, yeah. Project One Racing there. Jasmine. Oh, don't worry, Chet. Yeah, you were doing so well. You had so much pace in those MX-5s. You really did. Yeah, fantastic, mate. No problem. No problem. It's great to have you in, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Such a shame you had such good pace. It's just yeah. It's unforgiving. You hit those little curve areas and whatnot else, and if you don't quite get it right, you can spin and yeah, and before you know it, yeah, it's all you can drop from P1 or P3 down to P8, P9, P10. It can happen so quickly. Qualifying will happen in a minute, says Nick. So yeah, so we have that one. Jasmine, number 99. Who else is out? Hippie sitting in the pits, rested up. Tycho sitting in the pits, Hippie sitting in the pits, rested up. Yari out on track in also an AMG as well. So I think we've got 4 AMGs. I think we've got 4 Porsches. We've got 2 Lamborghinis. Yeah, okay. We haven't got any Corvettes this evening because unfortunately Tyson, who was sporting the Corvette, unfortunately he's not feeling too well, so couldn't join us this evening. So we're missing Tyson. Hope you feel better soon, mate. And yeah, 2 time laps, that's all there is. You have your out lap and then 2 flying laps. That's it. I have posted it. I post it most of the time, everyone knows. So fingers crossed that everyone knows. Okay. But yeah, not far away. Muggelina parking up there. Obviously saw the ice cream van. Thought he'd get a little bit of ice cream before the qualifying started. So it's Pro-Am out first. So we will sit on a Pro-Am driver. There we go. And this is AMGs versus Porsche. Virtually. Here we go. Yeah. MG's out. It's your out lap, and then you've got flying laps. So you've got 1 out lap and then 2 flying laps. That's the qualifying. And let's get some info on for you so you can see what's going on. The first one around, Ian at the moment, so in the Porsche. So you have Ian will be the first one to set a qualifying lap at the end of the outlap. So there is enough time for everyone to sort of space themselves out a little bit. Don't have to be right on top of each other. It's better probably to have that little bit of space. There we go. Coming in now. Porsche RSR with the Iron Dames livery. Just managing to hold that line. Well done. And now onto the flying lap. Here we go. Yeah, I'll need Richie to keep me updated on that, Nick. I know he qualified P1, but I'll need him to keep me updated on that when the time comes. I'm hoping on Richie to keep me updated as and when. Super excited for him, really am. Ian coming through right now. Click off that. I don't know why I've got that on. So here we are. Everyone will be on racing softs for this, and that's the what there is for this. So you've got racing softs and racing mediums, mandatory tyres. Obviously on qualifying it is just racing softs. That's all you'll want to use as well. Mediums are pretty good around here. They're quite a good tyre for this track. As long as the weight balance is good on your car. Coming up now, up the hill underneath the bridge, over to the right, keeping the foot in, and there we are, a 119.4. Jasmine, 120, 121, 121.7, excellent. Daiko, 121.8, crikey, this is going to get close, isn't it? Mugelina, 120.9. So Mugelina and Peter with a 121.3. Very tight at the moment. So Tycho there. So let me get back to. Here we go. There we are. Cars. So let's get back to Ian. Currently running the Porsche RSR in this one. Holding pole position for the Pro-Am class. See how that goes now. Obviously there's no Tyson, so there he goes. As he managed to, he's keeping momentum. 16, 17, you get the banker into the 119. Has he gone better? Oh, not, yes he has. Yes, he has. Well, it says he has, but it's saying 425, so it's possibly not quite right. But yeah, let's see assignment. Okay, interesting. And here we go. So yeah, everyone's gone through and approved Simon with a 140.3. Okay, so that's, yeah. Didn't quite go according to plan, that part. But yeah, so here we are. As you can see, all done. Oh, yep. Pro might as well go out now and get out on track. Pro are finished. Let me just post that. There we go. Anyway, right, so that's that done. There we are. It spoils the myth. It does. It spoils the myth whenever I have to write stuff. It's still out flying, so you still get your outlap and then your two flying, and that's all you'll get. So it won't be too bad. Whether somebody read that a little bit early, it hasn't interfered with anybody else in the Pro-Am. That's the important part. So as long as it's not interfered with anybody else in the Pro-Am's racing, in the Pro-Am's qualifying, not a major issue. But yeah. as long as they still only manage the the one out lap and the 2 flying laps. Once you finish your 2 flying laps, that's it. It's done. Simon Pyman, yes, indeed. Yeah, it was the penalty, was it, that called you in the end? That's yeah. That was a shame. That was a shame. But still, P2 in the Pro-Am. So excellent start. Yes, you are. So you've got a spanner, Simon. You have a blue spanner, sir. You are a moderator in the channel because you are DTR, which is only fitting. It's what we do. It's part of being the crew, part of being the family. So we'll stay on Kieran. Kieran is the one out in front of the Lamborghini. One of my favourite cars. I say favourite cars, but yeah, do enjoy it. And I'm going to have to take a little bit of refreshment. Yep. All part of being part of the team. So there we go. And Kieran then. First to post the time in the Lambo, a 120.2. Goes takes P1 for the Pro, P2 overall. Yari, P5 overall. Yeah, excellent stuff. Yeah. So Simon's definitely got some skills, some good ability. No doubt about that. Hopefully he'll join us for the for a couple of other series throughout the year. Also we've got a 119.8, so Nick with a so P2, so Ian's still holding P1 at the moment. Tom in P2, Sio P3, Nick P4, Rosberg P5. Here we go. So it's up to Kieran. Hippie 121, the Lambo. Yeah, not always easy around here, not always easy, but yeah. Currently showing a purple. So Kieran showing a purple at the moment. Just needs this last couple of corners. Yeah, held it. Has he got it? Take that curb. Yeah, that's it. As much as you can. Yeah, we are. And P1 to Kieran. Would it be Nick? Oh, Nick on a purple as well. Rosberg too. So we've got Rosberg who will be coming through next, I believe. Kieran currently holding P1. Rosberg 18. Oh, wow. Okay, went totally off the track. Whilst in the air as well. Kieran, Nick. And Nick with a 19.3. Tom, Sio, very smooth. Looks like. Oh, okay. Sio slowing up. I wonder if there's an issue there or what. But Sio and Tom slowing up. When they've done their laps, so yeah, return to pits when you've done your laps. Yeah, they are. Everyone's doing that. Beautiful. Tom Sio just staying out there, so just held off. There we go. So let's have a look. That was crazy, Robbo. Absolutely, it was. Funny bug, yeah, you did a nice little leap. You sort of went about 8 feet in the air, maybe 9. Pretty cool. Right, okay, let's have a look. So there we go. Robbo has taken pole position with a 119.150, followed by Kieran with a 119.3, and then M3 guy with a 119.37. Oh, God. 6 thousandths of a second. That's not a lot, is it? Cars with 119.4, the highest placed Pro-Am. Well, look at these times, guys. Look at these times. Top 7 spaces. There's barely 4 tenths between the top 7. Look at that. That is crazy. Even Simon's not that far off either. So, I mean, absolutely fantastic. Well done to all of you there. Absolutely superb. P430 and P5 Tom, P6 Sio, P7 in Hippie. And then we have Tom let me just do that. Yeah, so we have Simon in P8. And then following on from that, we've got Magdalena in P9, Yari P10, Peter in P11, Yasmin P12, and Daiko in P13. But look at the times. There's not an awful lot between all of these. It's pretty close. So it's all going to be on strat for this one, guys. So we will we'll let the first lap run, first couple of laps run, and then we will show what the tyres and everything else are, so that you will then, and we will then, see what strats people are looking or planning for. There are a couple. Excuse me. Hiccup. There are a few different strats available, so we will see how many will come from that. But yeah, there's a lot of AMGs, a lot of Porsches. It's like a Porsche AMG meet with a couple of Lamborghinis thrown in for good measure. So yeah, it should be pretty interesting. It went a bit crazy, but Sio with the BMW M6, so that's nice to see that that's there as well. But yeah, excellent stuff. So Ian does enjoy this track. Does enjoy this track. So yep, all good. All good indeed. Yep. Yeah, if we went to the 16, it was mainly because that's what Jasmine had at the time, and I suggested, and I said that it's EAMG. It's a better, obviously rather than the SLS. It's still a very similar looking car, give or take front lights and a few different changes, but other than that, yeah, essentially not too different. So yeah, everyone wishing each other good luck. We'll be getting started within the next couple of minutes. So stay with us for this 60-minute race. Mediums and softs must be used. They will get a full tank of fuel, and this is going to be. It is very close. Yep, absolutely, Nick. It's crazy close, really. I mean, you look at those times, how many are. And even 120, so I think everyone's within 122. It's just, yeah, really good. Maybe I'll have a little look through here. I think everyone's see, everyone's within 122, so 121.8 and better. So, yeah, really close. So, yeah, qualifying has finished, and we'll be starting the race very soon. Nick will be giving the go-ahead when he's ready. And, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Excellent. It's just hardly any time. I mean, you look at sort of, yeah, P8 as well. I mean, you sort of look where P8 is to P1 is 3 tenths. 3 tenths between 8 cars, 8 drivers. That's some going. So yeah, Jasmine in for the 60 minutes as well. So that's great. Should be a good race for Jasmine too. So. Wishing Jasmine all the best too, who came in and stood in for Bullet Masher this evening, and is doing a great job. Yeah, good luck to you too, Magdalena. Good luck to everybody in the race. It's about to start. Yep. So round 4, Atlanta. IMSA GTD Pro races with the Pro-Am and Pro drivers. So we'll go with display race info at the moment, but we will change that. So yes, it's having a moment. There we are, Rosberg. It does this sometimes. It did it at Nürburgring, I believe. So we have Rosberg leading them out. Kieran, P2. They're away. This is really weird. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So out in P1, Rosberg, P2, Kieran, P3 is Nick, P4 is Ian. Ian holding on to his P4 at the moment. He'll look to try and stay on the tail of Nick. 3 Porsches there, as you can see. So you've got Nick, P3, Ian and P4. Oh, might have been slightly wide. Tom in P5. Oof, yeah, just a little bit wide, but might be okay in terms of... Oh, half a second for Tom as well. The 2 Iron Dames cars. But might be able to hold out. Both going to spend off their penalties now. Yep. And then they were both quite side by side, so they couldn't really move out of the way of each other at the same time. So it was a bit tricky. Simon just behind Ian now. But yep. Oh, there we are. Oh, and Hippie went wide. Hippie went wide at that one. We'll have some dirt on their tyres, just managing to get back on track. But yeah, that's going to be a tricky one. Peter and P8. Ah, okay. I probably, yeah, okay. It's something we could have adjudicated afterwards, but yeah, okay. Daiko, Hippie, P11, 12, Yari. Rosberg still in P1 at the moment, so we will go on and have a look in a moment and see who will be on racing softs, racing mediums. At the end of the second lap, we will go and see what that information will be. And we will display it, and then we can work out what people have got as their strategies. So Robbo still out in front at the moment. Nick in P2. We've got Kieran in P3. Sayo in P4. Tom in P5. Cars in P6. So still in front for the Pro-Am at the moment. There was a move there. Got to be so careful because you lose that momentum when you go for the move sometimes. And both real close. Well done, well done. See, you can do it side by side. Well done. Both the Iron Dames keeping together. Very close battle. But it's Pro against Pro-Am there, so in case of just trying to perhaps use the Pro to keep your pace, might be a good idea for Ian there, so he'll know where he is. And if he can stay with the Pros, he knows he's got a good... oh, shit. That was close. It almost slid. Half second. Okay, he's 1.7 seconds in front of Simon. So Simon won't quite make up that time, I don't think, but Peter in P8 as well. So we will have a look at the information in a minute and see what we think everyone will be going for in terms of strats. So Sayo is still in P4. P3 is Kieran. P2 is Nick. P1 is Robbo. So now we'll go to strats. So race info, display all. So now we have all the info. So here we are. So we have Robbo, who has started with the medium tyres out in P1. I think most will start with mediums, to be honest, because of the heavy fuel. Nick in P2 also on medium tyres. Oh, that was close. That was close. But just 9 tenths, 9.6 behind. So he's just down to say, oh, I thought so. Unlucky, Nick, unlucky. Just picked up that half second. But Sayo behind you, also with a half-second penalty as well. So Sayo up into P3, but we'll also have a half-second penalty. That could bring Tom back into play. So we'll see how this ends here. So yeah, Sayo burns off the penalty. Tom catching quite rapidly. Sayo going defensive for the last long S before they take the hill to the bridge. Under they go. P2 and P3 respectively in the background there. You can see Ian and Kieran also coming through. Kieran just tucking in behind Ian as they go up through on the right hander. But yeah, we have Sayo and Tom as well, so we've got a couple of little battles here going on, a few little pockets of racing. They need to, if they can keep together as much as they can. So like we said, on mediums, we also have Tom on mediums, Ian is on mediums as well, Kieran also on the mediums. Like I said, I think most of the drivers from practice will probably run the medium. Okay. Peter also with the medium. And then we have Hippie on mediums too. Daiko on mediums. Yasmin on the soft. So Yasmin's gone for the soft. So maybe Yasmin's going to go for a soft. Then mediums and then softs perhaps. But or maybe softs and then two mediums. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Yari a little bit behind from there. But I think Yari had an issue on the first lap. And judging by the 156, so that might be the case. So he's on racing softs. So the whole place, as long as you hold position, you still get the points. So yeah, it's always worth holding position, always worth battling away. You never know what can happen. Anything can happen in this series, as we know. And this one is one or two different strats that drivers can run with. So hopefully you can get that one back up. You can still might be able to catch up with Yasmin. Might be playing a slightly longer game too. Slightly better on the fuel. Yasmin then P11. I'm going to move up the grid. P10 is Daiko. Yeah, that rumble of the V8. There it is. And just 6 seconds, 5.5 seconds of drift, sorry, from Peter. Peter in P9 at the moment. In the Pro-Am. I think currently running third. So yeah. And then we have Hippie in the Lamborghini. Running on the mediums. Simon just in front at the moment in the Porsche. 120.9 on the mediums. And we're currently on lap 7. Ian just in front now, so still keeping a 1.2 seconds at the moment from Simon to Ian. That's not a bad distance as well sometimes, because you're less likely to get too much effect from the wind in front, from the dirty air in front, so it's not a bad position to be in sometimes. Keeping yourself clean. Ian then keeping with Kieran in P6, which is also P1 in the Pro-Am class. And then we have Kieran in the first place of the Lamborghinis, I should say, in the highest position at the moment. The Lamborghini Huracan coming down through, takes the pace off, takes the left, over to the right, taking a slight bit of curve out towards the left. Thank you for the update. Thank you very much for that update. So currently, wow. I'm trying to stay focused on this as well. Brilliant. Keep going, Dad. Keep going. You'll understand. You'll understand, everybody who's watching. But yeah, keep going, Deck. Fingers crossed for you, mate. Keep your fingers crossed for you, mate. So we have Kieran P5, Sayo P4 in the M6, and Tom P3 at the moment in the Porsche. P2, Nick in the Porsche as well, and P1 at the moment is Robbo as well. So Robbo, I know Robbo last series. I know we did the Atlanta in the last series as well. He had, he does like the track. I think he does enjoy the track. It doesn't always enjoy him, and I know he doesn't always get some of the luck. And I'm saying this now, and I'm hoping I'm not giving him any commentator curse. But sometimes the track hasn't always been his best friend, but he's brilliant on the track itself. It's, as you can see there as well. So yeah, 120s, 119. So that's where he is. Irish 119s, low 120s, and those are pretty good times at the moment. Nick in P2 at the moment in the 120s, pretty solid 120s. So nice times, and that's what you want. You need that consistency, you need that consistent pace, keeping it together in the Monster livery. That and the Pennzoil are the trademarks of M3 Guy. They are indeed, Nick. They are his trademarks there. And then we have Sayo just behind, just in front of Tom. These two are having a nice little battle between the two. So currently P4 in the 119s, 120s, was a 122, a couple of 122s, so maybe a couple of little errors. I know Sayo did say he'd had a couple of times where he's had a few errors on the track, a few little issues, but does like the track. It's a great track. I do like it. I really do. I think it's a great track. A lot of fun. Great for racing. And there we go. P4, Tom in P4. In the Iron Dames. And yeah, I can just confirm to you all, if you're listening, Deck has won his Split 2 race. So he's won the Split 2 in Gran Turismo World Series, DTR Deck, 441 points, I believe. Not bad. Fantastic, mate. Absolutely fantastic. I'm delighted for you, Deck. Superb, mate. Well done. Congratulations, buddy. Superb stuff. Right. Yeah, excellent stuff, man. That's beautiful. Okay, so we've got Tom in P4. We have Kieran in P5. So just 2.5 between him and Tom now, with Ian looking, I think Ian's doing this very well indeed. I think he's just sort of almost sort of using Kieran as a pace setter almost, you know, sort of thinking, if I can stay with Kieran, I know Kieran's got a good pace, and I know that will bode me well. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to make a move. I can just stay there and use a bit of good racecraft. It could help out superbly. So yeah, definitely so. Looking very good. Kieran, 119s and 120s. He had the one which was a 124 when I think he had that slight issue. But since then it's been 120, 119s and 120s pretty much so. The odd 21. So yeah, 119s, 120s. So averaging around about 120, which is really good. Ian, very similar as well. So 119s, 120s. The odd 21. So yeah, keeping the pace up. And 2.7 seconds in front of Simon. Again, running at 120s, 121s, sort of 121s mainly, but yeah, hitting 120s too. So really good. Hippie right behind as well. So these two, keeping in mind that they are in different, one's in the Pro, one's in Pro-Am. Probably both will have slightly different ideas, or probably different strats of what they're going to be doing. And Simon now can sit behind and use a bit of draft. And Simon goes for the overtake. Ready? Pete going through on the inside. Take a little bit of curb. Oof, almost. Trying to use that bit of curbing in order to get through. And yellow flag. So, oh, Nick! Get back on track, my friend. Get back on track. You'll be okay once those two have gone past. Quick, quick. Get your pace up. Peter's coming. But yeah, I think you're okay. Well done. Peter holding P9 still. So 121s mainly for Peter. Good consistency, actually. Very good consistency too. 120s and 120.7 as well. So last lap was his quickest lap too. So it's a nice lap time. He's currently on a better lap time now. He's going to go through on Nick. So Nick might be still carrying a bit of dirt on the tyres. So we'll have lost a little bit of pace through there. That's such a shame. So yeah, regroup now. Nick's got to regroup. Pull it back. Tycho in P10, mainly 122s, odd 121s as well, so yeah, still good consistent pace as well. Yari 6 seconds behind, so Yari has picked up a little bit, so he's hitting the 120s now, so Yari seems to have settled down, he seems to have got himself focused, and 120.056 as well, his quickest lap so far on lap 8, so he's definitely sort of focused himself now, just smoothed it out and has, yeah, well done. See, and that's why you never give up. Jasmine. So Jasmine pitted, came off the softs. So yeah, once the softs do go, you do lose a little bit on there. So, but again, 121s, 122s is again excellent speed, excellent pace, really. Really good. And now it's onto the mediums. So yeah, Jasmine now on the mediums. Probably try and stay with these as best as you can for possibly 25 to 30 minutes. I would try and stretch it for that, and then maybe you've got 10 laps out of that one. So yeah, it's possible. So yeah, you want to try and probably stretch those mediums as best as you can, and then perhaps with the last 15 minutes remaining, 15 to 20, maybe you can get the last softs in and use those. Give you a little bit of pace towards the end. But yeah, keep going, keep going. Push, 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 as they say. But yeah, well done. And I haven't raced this track much, so brilliantly done so far. And that Black Falcon livery, it's a great livery, I like it. So Robbo still out in front, 5 seconds in front from Sayo at the moment. Again, depends on strats, it depends on what the drivers are doing, whether they're planning to stay out a little bit longer or whether they're trying to, you know, save fuel a little bit, pushing it out. But at the moment, he's on racing medium tyres. .4. So yeah, Sayo. So there's a little bit of difference on fuel. Wow, look at these. So Sayo, Tom, Tom going for the move on the inside. Porsche on BMW. Has he managed to get it? Oh, so close. Not quite, not quite. But has he got the switcheroo? He's come back through on the inside. He has. Oh, there we go. He's managed to switch through onto the inside now. So Sayo's right on the tail of Tom. Going for the move again into T1. Manages to make it move, but Tom might go for it. Coming to, he's looking for the lines now. It's a case of just trying to look for the lines. Great stuff. Great battle in between the two of them. Now Kieran is not far behind the pair. And that also means that Ian's not far behind the pair either. So brilliant drive by all four of these drivers. This is a phenomenal battle right now. So Rosberg is out in front by a good few seconds. Sayo P2, Tom in P3, Kieran P4 and Ian in P5. And these four are having quite the battle. Hippie's not far off either. So Hippie's not too far away from Ian. So it's quite a battle going on. Yeah. so a half second. Really important now to sort of just try and keep as clean as you can. 120s though, Tom was just banging in those 120s all day long at the moment. Look at that. Brilliant stuff. And Kieran in the Lamborghini 1.3, just closing up a little bit as the brakes go on for the T1. Porsche staying with it, the Lamborghini. This is a great battle because you've got BMW in P2, and then we have another Porsche in P3, then we have a Lamborghini in P4, and then we have another Porsche in P5 and a Lamborghini in P6, followed by another Porsche. Porsche in P1, so it's quite a mix this. Oh, that's close. That could be a half-second penalty. Kieran doesn't want. Excellent. No, he didn't get the penalty. It was close, but brilliant. He didn't get the penalty. He's managing to keep in touch. What we need to do, stay in touch as best they can. Tyre wear is pretty even as well for most of these drivers, so they all have quite even tyre wear. There's not a big difference. There's a slightly less, very minimal, but slightly less tyre wear. Tom's is slightly less again, but it's a little bit more on the fronts, obviously, with side A, so the weight of the engine run at the front, that will always be the case. P2 though, Kieran P3 in P5, sorry, P4, yeah, P5. And then we have Hippie just 2 seconds down in P6. Be looking to close that back up if he can, but yeah, most importantly, he'll know what his strat is, and he'll know when to push, I think, and when to try and save, when to try and just stay nice and steady and consistent, and when to push a little bit. So that's what it's going to be here. We still have 38 minutes of racing to go, so we're only into the 22nd minute. A third the way through, just over. Simon Pyman just in P2 currently for the Pro-Am, just 8 seconds behind, so there's Simon Pyman. Looks like he's going to try and stretch it maybe to the 30-minute mark, somewhere around there, between 25 and 30 minutes before pitting in. And you can hear that burbling V8 not too far behind as well, so we have Peter in P8. There it is, 120s and 121s. Look at that, that's really consistent. Great pace from Peter. Very consistent. That's it, well held. Brilliantly stuff. That's it, just be so careful, that little bit of dirt on that inside, it can just pull you around. Just going reds at the moment, got Dyko as well, just behind on Peter on the racing mediums too. Again, mainly 122s, there were some 121s in there. And the odd little 23, mainly as the tyres wear a little bit. Don't quite have that same grip going through some of the faster sections, so you have to ease off a little touch. And on some of the tighter parts as well. Braking, you have to brake a little bit earlier to make sure that you make your turns. Keep your lines as best as you can. Nick has pitted, so he's out on the softs. Be interesting to see now what Nick does. He's filled up so far, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Nick will do here. Oh, commentator's curse there. He will have a little bit of dirt on the tyres. That's it, nice and steady. Nice and steady wins the race, as somebody used to say. So excellent stuff, brilliant. Well done. Jasmine in P11. Okay, so Jasmine in P11 now. I can only imagine, obviously, that I think that Larry pitted as well. And at the moment, I think being lapped as well. So I think they're both both been lapped. So Yasmin and Yari have both been lapped, I think. So, but again, times are looking good. Right on the racing mediums again. So it's 121s, 122. So that's nice. And the odd 23. Excellent pace. Sayo with a 1.5 second penalty in the background though. That's going to stir it up a little bit. Yari, there we are. That took a little while to switch around, but there we go. So Yari in P12. So obviously I'm to also ease off a little bit probably as the lapping cars go through. When they pit in, he will most likely, and Yasmin too, will also most likely unlap themselves when the other cars pit in. So let's get up to the front here. So we've got Tom in P2 now. Kieran in P3. It looks like Sayo has pitted. So Sayo has pitted, decided I've got that penalty, it's going to be, I'll pit in now. Maybe try and find some cleaner space, cleaner laps. Maybe pick up a bit of pace from that. But Kieran in P3 now. At the moment, Ian in P4, Hippie in P5, Tom in P2, Robbo still out in front. And still 5.3 seconds. So he still managed to keep that sort of 5 seconds, just over 5 second gap really, for a few laps now. So that's. But yeah, I think we'll be pitting in at the end of this lap though, that's for sure, I think. Robbo almost running on fumes. So yeah, definitely going to be pitting in now. Yep, in he comes. So he's going to be coming off the mediums. Be interesting to see which tyres he goes onto. Will he come out on mediums and then do a soft, or will he come out? Will he change onto the softs? Robbo in. So we'll see. Will Tom also? Ooh, Tom has stayed out. So Tom has stayed out. Tom able to get another lap. Kieran also able to get another lap. So and Ian and Hippie. So they've all stayed out for the extra lap. Interesting to see how that works, because yeah, Jasmine, and we've got Tom, Jasmine going a little bit wide, moves over to let Tom through. Brilliantly done, well done Jasmine, and also Kieran. So managed to allow those two to go through and continue their battle. Just 1.2 seconds between them. And then we have Ian, currently in P3. Now Jasmine serves half-second penalty, which now means that Ian can lap Jasmine, but they will all be pitting in soon, so they will all be, Jasmine, like I say, Jasmine and Yari will all be unlapping themselves again in a moment, because all the front runners will need to lap it, will need to pit in. They will all need fuel, fresh rubber. Yep, in they come. Hippie managing to stay out for one more lap. Having the confidence in those tyres to stay good for this extra lap. Take it to the 30 minutes, which it will do. There we go, good line through. 30.2, yeah, still within 4/10 of his quickest time, so yeah, still keeping good pace. But we'll be pitting in at the end of this lap. And Yasmin could use Hippie as a bit of a pace setter as well, try and keep close if you can. Could help as a guide. Just remember your brake markers and everything. You can hear that burbling V8 Mercedes going through there, but yep, there we go. Hippie still holding P1. He will now pit in. Fuel and fresh rubber too, so new tyres going on. Here we are. So Robbo came out on the racing softs, so he came off the mediums onto the softs, and now he'll be doing softs. Okay. Tom also on the softs too. Kieran on softs. Sayo on the softs. And then we have Hippie now, who will be coming back out after pitting in. Will be in P6. Yes, P6 behind Ian. Keeping in front of Simon, who has also changed onto the softs as well. So Ian out on the softs too. There we go. Unlucky. So easy coming down the hill with the lift lock. Steady. Keep it together. Nice and steady. There you go. Right, okay. Keep it nice and steady. There we go. We've got Hippie. Now Hippie could make up the time on this now with Ian, but Ian's, at the end of the day, Ian's P1 in the Pro-Am, so they are in different classes. Of course, Hippie is in the Pro, Ian is in Pro-Am. There we are, Simon just 5 seconds down from Hippie. Nick, now who's pulling back time, definitely. So 119, look at that, 119.1. So yeah, definitely pulling back some time there, Nick. Since pitting in, 120, then a 119, 119, 119, 119. Look at that, consistency. That's what you need. Great times. And Peter also onto the racing softs as well. Coming across, 121.3. In P9, currently 9 seconds in front of Daiko, who changed onto the softs as well. The MSI livery. Special design. Produced, I believe, by DTR Daiko in real life. It's what he does for his work. Livery designer. And then we have Jasmine just 12 seconds down on racing mediums. So yep, try and get these last as best you can. Coming through. Oh, watch that tail. Well held. Excellent stuff. Well done, Jasmine. Well held. Now we have Yari. And Yari now, yeah, he's getting the blue flags. And Tom just behind. Yep. Yari on the racing mediums. I know Yari was having issues with local connectivity. I'm wondering whether that's affected some of his racing this evening. We have Tom just behind, so Robbo just in front. There we are, we have it here. Robbo still 119s. Excuse me. On the 119 still, currently P1. Faulkner, hello mate, how are you keeping? Welcome. Nice to have you join us, mate. Yep. You join us for round 4. Yeah, definitely, Shocky. It's definitely consistent, isn't it? great pace. And you can see Tom there in the background as well. So still maintaining that 5 seconds, just over 5 seconds. So yeah, you can flick through. So let's have a little ride on board with Robbo up to T1. Up the hill, around to the left, and the tight right-hander eases down to 70 to 80. Coming through on the left-hander, sweeping. And then we come down through the S's, downhill S's. And then brakes on as you take this left. Tricky to judge sometimes, but if you can get it just right, you can get it to slide in. And currently on a 0.155, so on a personal best at the moment. As we stay on. And then we have a right-hander. There we go. Now slightly up the hill underneath the Motul walkway. Yep. Focus, focus, focus. What was that? And then we're okay. That's better, that's better. There we are. I should probably I should have picked a different lap to go on board there. That was almost a mistake. Commentator's curse almost, but yeah, there we go. I'm through with a 120. The interior of the cockpit, there we are, and we'll see there. Thank you. Ah, he's put thank you on the side. That's lovely. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Dream Team Racing. 100%, no problem. He said he put a little message on there. Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. Yeah, no worries. Cool. Yep, this will be the last round for the... There is a message on the back, but I can't quite see that either. Just to the left, as you can see, or just to the right of the GTP. I can't see that though, so we'll have to have a look at that another time. But yeah, can't quite see it. Maybe if Tom gets close enough, he might be able to get close to the bumper and we might be able to see it then. But yeah, we have Tom coming through, panning out there. P2 still. Been there for a little while now, 119, so 118.845 as well, so just off from Kieran with a 118.7. These are amazing times at the moment. We've got Sayo. Kieran. 119.5, so yeah, still putting in those hot laps. Good pace. Hippie in P5. In P6. It's currently P1 in the Pro-Am. Still in P1. Excellent drive so far. Hippie coming down through. Downhill S's. Tight left-hander. And away you go. Ian keeping tail. Just 6 tenths down. Simon. Okay, this could be interesting. So yeah, Simon is in P2 for the Pro-Am, for the Porsche. So yeah, I'll put my pennies on for a minute. That's it. Okay, cool. I hope things get a little bit better, mate. I really do. But yeah, nice to have you in the chat. Definitely. Simon there, Nick. 13 behind at the moment, so we'll be pitting in soon, probably one more lap, yep, and then we'll pit in. But P8 now, so not bad at all. So did drop down a few positions, had that off early on, which I think he even put Nick right the way to the back. But since then, he's managed to sort of steadily just keep plugging away. And as you can see, those times, 119s and 120s. Mainly 119s, really. Absolutely superb. And catching up with Jasmine now, so we'll be lapping, I believe we'll be lapping Jasmine, so yeah. Peter. Okay, so this is a close one too. So we've got Peter racing softs as well. And we've got Daiko not too far behind. 2.8 seconds between the two. Both on racing softs. Flash, how are you? Nice to have you jump in. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, I think they are. Nick is pitting in, so yeah, Nick coming off of the softs. We'll be changing again, I would imagine, onto another fresh set of softs. And we'll be back out with a little bit of a little splash and a dash. And there we are. And away he goes. So yeah, he's out until the end of the race now. Peter will look to see if he will manage to take that position, maybe. Ooh, well done, well held, well held. Oof, that was close. Daiko still 2.6 behind. Mick now 1.6 behind. Ah, you think so? Possibly, Simon, possibly. Yeah. Yeah, carrying on through here now. Okay. So Nick closing in on Daiko. We'll be looking to try and make some headway if he can. Coming through, Rosberg still holding P1, but we will go to that in a second as well, because we need to see where the gaps are now, and also where the strats are coming together as we get towards the last quarter of the race. Just over 2/3 of the way in, last third to go. And then away we go. Let's see. Little wide dirt on the tyres. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, Daiko. Darn it. I shouldn't have had you on. I shouldn't have had you on the camera there. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. And so we'll flick through Yari now. Ian still in P6, as you can see there, as he's just lapping Yari. Yasmin in P12. And so let's go and see. Rosberg out in P1. And it's 7.7 seconds now. So he hasn't extended his lead, but he will probably need to fuel up again. So we'll probably come in for a splash and a dash. Well, a splash and a dash and a switch of the tyres, I would have thought. So he can come out on fresh rubber. He's going to try and get one more lap. So we'll probably pit in at the end of lap 34. Fresh rubber and fuel. Going on to Sayo. Just keeping really good, consistent times right now. It's the first 120, but otherwise been 119s quite regularly there. Tyres are showing quite a bit of wear now. In P3, Kieran is pitted in. So Hippie and P3, interesting. So Hippie and Sayo, okay. Could be an interesting battle here. Ian in P4 at the back. Oh, Ian, stay. Good man. That's it. Well done. Well done. Crikey, that was close. But yeah, in P4 at the moment, I'm managing to keep P1 in the Pro-Am class. So excellent drive so far from Ian. And you can see that 119s, 120s mainly. 119s, 120s. Really good consistent lap times. Good race, well done. And we have Tom in P5 at the moment. And the second of the Iron Dames liveries. Yep, going through. There we are. So we're still holding up P5. Sayo has pitted in. So Sayo has pitted in. Interesting. And so has Ian, and so has Hippie. So we've got 3 have just pitted in. This is going to be very interesting now to see what goes. How this... Is that right? This is weird. Yep, okay. And Tom, fresh set of softs, a splash of fuel. Not far away, so yeah. Less than a second away from Sayo. This could be the battle for 2 and 3. Rosberg still staying out. Great drive so far from Rosberg, absolutely phenomenal drive. 13 minutes to go. Again, just over 5 seconds, 5.5 for the lead. From Sayo in P2, closely being followed by Tom in P3. And then we have Kieran in P4. Fresh rubber along with, oh, crikey, and slightly dirty tyres. Oh, and a half-second penalty to boot. Oh, okay. Holding it. But I think we'll probably lose P4 to Hippie at the penalty line. Just a case of whether he can keep in contact. Both having a little battle there. There you go. And they'll burn that penalty off. Yep. But still in touch. Very much so. As we come up to here now. So still both of them. Oof, slight wiggle. It's horrible that when that happens. Now with Ian in P6, who has managed to go past Jasmine there. Jasmine Simon as well, 10 seconds back, but in P2 in the Pro-Am, so again, a great result. If he can hold this, with 10 minutes to go, not 10 seconds, sorry, just over 10 minutes to go, if we can hold that. on P8 with 9 seconds behind at the moment, but definitely fueled and the tyres to take him through to the end of the race. It's just whether he can chase that time down. It won't really matter actually to Simon as such, because we won't really change positions, but yeah, it's always nice to sort of try and finish as high as you can, I know. And Peter in P9. Been a great run by Peter, P3 in the Pro-Am class, so yeah, it's a nice haul of points. And it's got the fuel, so I think he's probably thinking, I've got the fuel, I'll just try and look after the tyres as best I can, maybe see if I can get these last 4 laps in, 4 or 5 laps. Well done, yeah, excellent stuff. And then we have Dyko. He has a blue flag behind him. I can hear Rosberg's probably gone through there, so Rosberg's gone through. So he has Sayo behind him. So Dyko in P10, Yari P11 and Yasmin in P12. Yep. Sayo forever closing that gap. Right with him now. And now Sayo coming out to the tight right-hander. Will make the pass. Keeping P2 at the moment. Tom in the background in P3. You can see the top 3 all within a throw of each other. Rosberg just going around the tight left-hander there. So we'll have another little look through. Peter, and then we have Nick. Okay, it's 8.4, 8.2. Okay, yeah, 8.4. So yeah, taken 3 or 4 tenths in the last lap. Simon still managing to stay fairly in touch with the end, but again, excellent drive by Simon. He's had a good drive in the MX-5, he's had another good drive in the GTD Pro class as well for the Pro-Am. Excellent stuff, really good. Ian in P6, P1 for Pro-Am, so currently holding P1 for Pro-Am. And then we have Kieran in P5. And you'll see now the light just starting to go down as we start hitting the sunset and twilight. And the light's becoming ever brighter. 6 minutes to go. Kieran in P5, Hippie in P4, Tom P3, Sayo P2, Rosberg in P1. I think he's pretty much held that lead right from the start. So, and we come through again, P4 for Hippie. Well done. Tom in P3. Again, it's been another great drive by Tom. Only 3.5 seconds away from Sayo. We'll be looking to pick a good moment here. To let Dyke go, and I think he will. Yeah. Dyko pulling over to the right to allow Tom through. Great driving. Good sportsmanship, well done. Excellent stuff. Allows Tom to resume. Less than 5 minutes to go. And Sayo in P2 still at the moment. Rosberg in P1. 190 on 18.7 there as well, so yeah, keeping the pace going. Look at that. And been a stellar drive so far, both by Rosberg and Sayo and Tom and Hippie. They've all driven so well. Ian as well in the Pro-Am, so everyone's been putting in a right stellar performance tonight. And Robbo, as it starts to get darker, as you can see now, track temperature slightly drops a little bit. Sayo, Tom, Hippie now slightly making progress on Tom, I believe, but it's whether there's enough time. Again, Tycho moving over it again, brilliant driving, excellent stuff. Allowing Hippie to keep going, keep pushing, staying in touch with Tom. Kieran in P5. And this is only 2.3 seconds behind Hippie, so it's all been pretty close. They're all within a couple of seconds of each other. Just 13 seconds away from the lead as well, so yeah, it's been a great drive as well by Kieran. Brakes early, allows Kieran through. Again, absolutely superb. Well done. Ian in P6. 8 seconds off from Kieran and 16 seconds in front of Simon now, so he's extended that. 119s, 118.897. Wow, excellent stuff, Ian. Fastest lap of 118.897 on lap 37. If that's correct, that's superb. Well done. Simon managing to just keep himself there. You see the light coming down now, it's getting quite dark. Track beautifully floodlit in all the right places. So Nick, 6.5 seconds now. So he did pull it back, as you can see, some lovely consistent driving, some good pace. And this could well be the last lap, possibly. Oh, second penalty. And there we have Tom coming through. So yeah, it will be the last lap. Jasmine coming through. Yari as well. So yeah, we'll come back down to Rosberg. Actually, no, he will have another lap to go. So yeah, Rosberg will have, unless it will be the last lap. Lap 45. Robbo still holding P1. P2 is Sayo. Tom in P3. Hippie has closed that gap down to 1.5, 1.4. Very close between the two of them. But everyone looks okay for fuel, as this will be the last lap, so no problem there. Hippie P4, Kieran in P5, 2.9 seconds down. Ian has finished, so Ian, Pro-Am winner. Well done, Ian. Simon P2 for Pro-Am. Nick is also completed too, so let's get back to the lead again very quickly. Jasmine and Yari have both finished their races too, so let's get back to Robbo. Comes down on the back straight, down towards the tight left-hander for the final time. To the slightly long S there, and up the hill, flashing those lights underneath the walkway bridge. Down he comes, swings it to the right, and there he is from start to finish. Congratulations, brilliant drive from Rosberg, excellent drive as well by Sayo, P2, brilliant stuff, well done guys, fantastic stuff. Tom in P3, Hippie P4, wow, so close, and Kieran in P5, fantastic stuff, absolutely superb. There we are. What a battle towards the end there. Absolutely superb. Well done, people. Yeah, absolutely, Robbo. I'm sure you're going to be happy with that. Let me do that bit first. And then we'll go to the results then. So what a fantastic drive in the end. And Sire with a 118.511. It's in the fastest lap there at the end. So yeah, we have it. DTR Rosberg then takes victory at Atlanta in the IMSA, finishing the race in 1 minute 59 seconds. Oh, that's fitting. 9:11. It's a bit for the 9:11. So the excellent stuff. Yeah, Sayo just 3 seconds behind on a 60-minute race. Excellent race. Again, brilliantly driven. Well done, Sayo, for a P2 and a 118.511, fastest lap of the race. We then had Tom, Project One Racing Antivist, in the 911 RSR, finishing in P3. In P4, all these pro drivers, it was Hippie in the Hurricane. And then we had P5, was Kieran, also in the Lamborghini Hurricane. Excellent stuff. And then P6, the highest of the Pro-Am drivers, P1, Ian in the Porsche. Well done. Excellent stuff. And then we had Simon, P2 in the Pro-Am class as well. Excellent result as well in the Porsche. And 119.4 was his best lap as well. So yeah, excellent drive by Simon too. Nick was very unlucky. He had the off midway through, or sort of about the third way through, and that was really unfortunate. It was really up with the top 3 or 4 drivers for quite some time. Had that off, and it just put him back so far that yeah, he had a bit of a battle to get back, but manages to get P8 in the end. And then we have, let me just do that bit, and then we'll go through to a detailed Dyko finishing in P9. Excellent drive and some great sportsmanship as well. We were sat with you, and we did see how you brilliantly were able to move and allow the lapping drivers to overtake with no fuss. It was brilliantly done, mate. But no, a great result there too. 120.4782. So excellent fastest lap. Peter in P10 was P9 for quite a long time as well, but just had to pit in towards the end, I think, and that was probably what cost him that part. At 120.734 as well. Excellent lap there. Jasmine, P11. Well done, Jasmine. Fantastic result there. 120.575 as well. So excellent lap time as well. Great stuff. Well done. And then we have Yari as well. Yari, who didn't give up. Had an awful first lap, I believe, but was a long way down from everyone, that just kept going. And that's what you got to do sometimes, regardless of what happens. You just knuckle down and keep going, and who knows? You never know what will happen. But 120.022, P12 in the end, but scores all the points in the end. So well done, Yari. So brilliantly done. So again, congratulations, Rosberg and Sayo and Tom, for your P1s, 2s and 3s. Great results. Yes. Yeah, Peter, no, I think Peter's tyres might have just worn then. If he didn't pit, then it might have been that his tyres wore just that little bit too much. I know he had the fuel to finish it, but I know his tyres were just... I did notice something on that, Robbo, but yeah, going back to that part, Dyko, that I think he stayed with the tyres at the time and went for the gamble. I think those tyres just were worn that little bit too much, just couldn't keep the pace. with them. It's very difficult when they rub right off, especially when it comes to some of the corners. Yeah, I noticed he was on the straight. We were actually doing a lap with you, Robbo, at the time. We were currently riding with you. We were going for a lap with Robbo, inside the cockpit with Robbo. We thought it was going to be great. And we got round and we went round the bottom end, the right-hander, and then again on the next right-hander. And then as we came up this slight hill and went down the back straight, that's when you decided to drive onto the grass for whatever reason. And but now we know what the culprit was. It was the cat. So, yeah. But yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Let's be honest, that could have been a lot worse. But yeah, it's a shame, Nick. Yeah, because you were doing so well, mate, early on. I think you were in the top 4 for quite a while, and comfortable too, looking very good. And then that one mistake is all it takes sometimes, and it just yeah, it's hard. Yeah, thanks, Dyko. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I kept going. But yeah, so Robbo, Sayo, and Tom, congratulations once again for your P1, 2, and 3 in the pros, and also with Ian as well. So Ian with P1, and Simon with P2, and Dyko with P3 in the Pro-Am. So congratulations, you three, for your podiums too. Great stuff. Raced really well. Everyone did. There we are. So that's confirmation that the host has ended games. Thanks, Nick, for hosting this evening as well. Brilliant. Again, absolutely fantastic. Really appreciate that, mate. It's really great. And I hope, yeah, looking forward to Fuji, which will be the next battle. That's for sure. So that'll be the next race. Well, as we bring this to a close, I guess. But yeah, that will be what the next race will be. So we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time. Again, this on the 26th, I believe. Yeah, 26th of April. And we're heading to Fuji for the final race. And that will be a mixed class, a multi-class, whereby the pro drivers will be racing in the Toyota GR010, GR10. They will be racing with that. And the Pro-Am drivers will be again in the GTD Pro class, which is the Group 3. So they'll be racing in those. So Pro-Ams will be in the Group 3s. The GTD, the Pro drivers will be in the GTPs, which is the Hyper class, and prototypes. And that will be what the multi-class will be. God, I'm swallowing my words. But yeah, so that will be in 2 weeks' time on the 26th. Again, we're starting at 7:30. Hello, Dick. Well done. Congratulations, mate. Just as I'm trying to end the stream, but you've popped in. No, that's great, mate. Congratulations. Congratulations on your P1 tonight, mate. I heard it. Richie posted it. A few others mentioned it. Absolutely chuffed for you, mate. Really great. When they said you got P1, for the qualifying, and it was like, oh, keep the fingers crossed, come on. Let's just hope it goes right. Let's just hope everyone races nicely, you know. And yeah, fantastic deck. Congratulations, mate. Really is. Yeah, it is. I feel a bit of the clash coming on. Hey, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And we're talking about the early 80s. Well, I say 1980, perhaps 79, 80. Yeah, but yeah, that's a great tune. But yeah, so yeah, congratulations on that deck. Fantastic result, mate. P1 tonight in split 2. That's yeah, superb stuff. So yeah, okay, so I'll wrap it up here. So we'll see you, like I said, in 2 weeks' time at Fuji for the multi-class, 7:30 p.m. BST again, and looking forward to that. I will give you the results from the MX-5 Cup Support Series, so you'll have all the results of that. We will also have, for that final race, a parade lap with the safety car, so that will come as well, and all the drivers will be taken round for their parade lap on that. So that'll be rather nice as well as a season closer, a series closer, I should say. So that's rather nice for everyone just to parade round with the safety car, and looking forward to that as well. And that should be a lot of fun. And we'll also, obviously, that will be the last race of the series, of the 2025 IMSA series. So with that, I bid you all farewell. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It has been an absolute pleasure, and look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. Until then, you've been watching the Dream Team Racing IMSA 2025, which is powered by Robio.ai, and we will see you then. So take care. See you again soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.